get through all our routine exchange with an eye on word count.
Hey guys, welcome to the Woolen Homestead. This is a video podcast about knitting, spinning, and hand dyeing yarn. My name is Tiffany and I'm coming to you from Midland, Michigan. You can find me on various social media as the Woolen Homestead, as well as the yarn that my husband and I dye at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. You'll also find links below in the description box to all those places. I love hearing from you guys, so feel free to get in touch. Hello everyone. It is Monday, April 9th, 2018, and yeah, this is podcast episode 55. So I hope y'all are doing well. It's been a real good week over here. Ella is doing fine after last week's shenanigans with Easter and the chicken bones, but she's doing real well. She's up here laying on the bed, so once again if the tripod gets a little shuffled, that's probably her. But yeah, it's going real good. I guess I'll start off with what I'm wearing. I am wearing my Lucinda sweater, and this is a sweater by Carrie Bostick Hoge, and it's a nice oversized sweater, which I really love. I am so addicted to wearing this sweater because of that. It's just super comfy, easy to wear. I love it. This is yarn that I dyed, and this is not the DK base that we carry currently, but it was one that I just had bought from Knit Picks and was using for the purpose of this sweater. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. And then, yeah, I guess we'll get into group news. We have a group on Ravelry called the Woolen Homestead, which there is a direct link to in the description box if you want to check it out. And there you can join in if we have any giveaways going, things like that. Right now we do have a knit-along going. It's a year-long knit-along. It's co-hosted by Carrie, who is my wool mitten. And it is the Basket of Mittens KAL, and the hashtag to join in is Basket of Mittens KAL 2018. And yes, if you're posting on Instagram, feel free to use the hashtag. And then there are details in the group as far as how to participate in the Basket of Mittens knit along, but it's pretty easy to participate. Mostly everything counts, so go ahead and check that out if you want to participate, or if you are knitting some mittens currently, because you can most likely enter them there. And then I also wanted to ask you guys, and I thought you could let me know in the comments, what kind of knit along would you guys like to see? I'm just kind of coming up with ideas to see what we should do next. So yeah, but I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking, what sounds fun to you guys. So yeah, go ahead, let me know in the comments below, and we'll start and figure out what you know, what knit along we'll do next. Then other than that, for events, Ethan and I will be attending the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo this Saturday, April 14th. That's when we'll be there. We're not vending, we're just shopping and saying hi to everybody and meeting new people, and yeah, I'm really excited. This will be the second fiber festival that I've been to. So I went to the Michigan Fiber Festival last year in Allegan, and that was so much fun. So I'm really excited to go to this one. And yeah, that is it. We're gonna be staying in Ann Arbor for a few days, so it'll be kind of fun. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So I guess I'm just gonna move into finished objects. I do have a finished object this week, and this was never actually a work in progress on the channel. So I started this, gosh, I think Tuesday or Wednesday last week, and it took no time at all. This is the Vermonter hat, and it's by Gregario, and it is so easy. It uses super bulky yarn. This is Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, and it's so, oh, it was so fun to knit because it was so fast. I'm just so used to working with sock yarn, and it knit up so fast. And then I added on this little fuzzy pom-pom. I got like a bunch of pom-poms from Amazon in like a little like bundle, and yeah, so I love it so much. This is gonna be for my niece for Christmas. I just thought, you know, why not start getting ahead on Christmas gifts, because I saw that Legacy Fiber Arts had their like their bulky yarn knit along, and so it was going, I think it actually ends today, and so I was like, you know, I'm gonna participate in that. And I knew that one of my nieces had said she wanted a purple hat for Christmas, so I thought I'd, you know, whip that up, and that way I could kind of still participate and get a Christmas hat done. So I followed the pattern as is, and with the needle size, which was a size 11, a US 11, and then for me this would be too small. So Like, I'll show you guys. I'll put it on so you can see. So here's the hat, but I don't know if you can tell, but my ear is way down here. So it's not long enough. I mean, technically, you know, it fits on my head, but personally, I would just like this a little bit bigger. So I think more than anything, what I would do is just either lengthen the body, and I put this on my notes, but maybe lengthen the body, like do another repeat, and then maybe even go up a needle size. I'm not sure. I think what I would do is next time, because this is a free pattern, I totally want to make this again for myself. I think I'll probably kind of try out both of those things and see what happens, because it's a little on the snug side too. So, but I don't know. So I'm kind of curious. So next time I make one, I'll let you guys know what I do. But that's what I put in my pattern notes, was I'm not sure, you know, if I would do both or just one. So yeah, I love it. I just think it's so cute, and I think she's gonna love it. She's 12 and she loves purple, so I think she's gonna be so excited. I sent a picture to my sister and she was like, ah, it's so cute. So that was the fig colorway, if anyone needs to know, from Lion Brand. So in case you like that color, you can go get that. I got that at Joann's like forever ago. So yeah. And like I said, that's a free pattern, and I was participating in the Bowl KAL is what it's called, from Legacy Fiber Arts. Works in progress. So I am working on my inward shawl by Tamy Gore. It's living in my Daisy & Company bag, which doesn't look, I put the directions right there, so it's not as cute as it usually is, but it's from Daisy Girl & Company. So this is what it looks like, which I love. I love that you can see the yarn, but when I don't put my my directions right there. But oh my goodness, I have been really enjoying this pattern. So here is where I'm at now. This is where I was at last week, and this has just been growing. And like I said, this is Inward by Tamy Gore, and this is out of our yarn. This is the Moss colorway and Hagrid's Happy Hour. And yeah, this is on our Superwash Polwarth DK base. And I'm loving this pattern. This lace is just super easy, simple, very memorizable. It's really, really nice. I really, really like this pattern a lot. And I just think this is going to be so pretty. And I can't wait. I can't wait to give this to our friend that's going to be receiving it. So very, very excited. I think she's going to love it, and it's going to keep her nice and warm. So yes. Love it. Like I said, this is Inward by Tamy Gore, and I can't recommend it enough. So go check out Tamy's patterns in general, because she's got some really, really pretty stuff out there. These are what the two yarns look like. And yeah, we're actually hoping to get more of this dyed up very soon. If not this week, then next week. But I posted this shawl on Instagram, and I asked you guys, you know, do you want to see more DK in the shop? Which, feel free to let me know here in the comments too if you want to see more DK in the shop. What's hard is, you know, we're going into summer. So I know in the past, DK wasn't really something that people would be working on in the summer, but I feel like now it's becoming more and more popular that maybe people would, like, I don't know if I would or not. I think I would. Like right now it's hard to tell because it's still spring, so it's nice and cool. But yeah, let me know. Okay, so next up is my Speckle and Pop shawl by Stephen West. Living in my Fox and the Hound bag that was embroidered for me in a swap. And this got a little bit of love towards the beginning of the week last week, and then I kind of was just going headstrong into my other shawl, because that one's got a little bit more of a deadline. So it's kind of a loose deadline though, so which is nice, because me and deadline knitting don't do very well. So I'm glad that I'm kind of staying on top of it, and it's actually going really well, and it's a really fun pattern. So this is where I'm at this week. Let's see if I can find my marker. Okay. So this is where I was at last week. So I just picked up the stitches for section 2 on the shawl, and you know, I've started working on the short rows. So I'll show you, kind of see how this is knitting up. But I really like this section because you use all of the colors together, and it's just such a pretty pastel melt. It just makes me happy. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Like I said, this is Speckle and Pop by Stephen West. I love working on this so much. So, but like I said, I'm happy to work on that shawl, because sometimes I get burnt out on a project too if I work on it for too long. So when I'm done with that shawl, the other shawl, going back to this is going to be really nice and refreshing, you know, like it's starting a whole new project. But I'm using Hiya Sharps for that, size US 4. Oh, and for this shawl, for the inward shawl, I am using the Knit Pick Sunstruck needles for that. And I really like them. I really like them for that shawl. It's really nice. Because it's nice and loose, and I don't know, sometimes I really do like using wood as well. Okay, so my next project is living in my Stitch and You bags. And yeah, I love this little bag with the little perturbed sheepies on it. So cute. And let's see here. This is Caitlin of Mint Raid Hand Dyed Yarns, which I believe she's actually going to be at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo, which would be good to see her. And yeah, this is her yarn. So I am right here. This is the Make Me Smile colorway, and I love this. I had seen this actually on the Grocery Girls. I messaged her and I was like, I need that colorway. So we did a trade. So I thought that was really cute. But this is where I was at last time. I've got this sweet little Michigan Progress Keeper that my friend Linda sent to me. Since I figured this is a Michigan maker, it'd be good to put a little Michigan Progress Keeper on there. And then the heel is just a Fish Lips Kiss heel. And the yarn that I used is, oh, it's Norwegian. Sandnes Garn. Sisu Solids is the line. And I was on Ravelry. Okay, so I got this forever ago at our local yarn shop that isn't even here anymore. And I always thought that this was a non-superwash. And then I was on Ravelry and it says that it's machine washable. So after I had put this in, I was like, oh no, this is a non-superwash heel. Like I was like, oh well, I'll just hand wash them. Because sometimes I do actually put my socks in the wash. I hang them up to dry, but I put them in the wash. And so I was like, oh gosh, that would just be like so funny to have like a little felted heel and then the rest be fine. But it probably wouldn't fit. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make sure that I hand wash those. But then I saw that it was superwash. So I don't think I have the tag anymore. I'm pretty sure I don't, because I got it forever ago. And I've just kind of used it. I've used it in mini skein swaps. I've used it in my blanket, you know. Actually, I think this is the first project I've actually used it. Now that I think about it, I think I pretty much just always had it for mini skein swaps and stuff, because it was just a little 50-gram ball. But yeah, so that's my little heel. So I've got that ready to go for the weekend. I still have yet to cast on my self-striping socks that I had finished the one last week out of our self-striping yarn. I want to get that set up, so I've got it for the weekend. That way, you know, I like to, I took a sock with me to the festival in Allegan last year, and that was really fun just having a sock with me. So I want to do that again. It's just kind of fun to walk around and have it. I also, this is super off topic, but I want to have a plan of all of the projects that I want to purchase for, which actually I should talk about that later, because I actually meant to put that in my notes. But yeah, so I want to plan what I'm going to purchase and like pick up projects, but I'll talk more about that later. So let's see. Okay, so that's it for my projects this week. That's honestly all I've worked on. Now that I think about it, that is literally all I've done. Just working on all of those. So that's kind of nice when I've just kind of kept it to a couple of projects and not like spread it out across everything. So next I will go into shop news. So our hand-dyed yarn company is also called the Woolen Homestead, and you can find it at www.thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. And my husband and I, we were kind of having a chat, and we think that we are for sure this week, but we're kind of considering going back to scheduled updates. Yeah, so this weekend we're going to do one on Friday at 12, because I get out of work at 3:30 on Friday, and then we're heading straight to Ann Arbor to stay in a hotel. So, hi Ella. Ella just came over here. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here, baby girl. Oh, there's my baby. So Ella has now put herself back up on the bed now, so there's no more earthquakes going on. But yeah, so we are going to have the update on Friday at 12 p.m. So Ethan's gonna manage the whole update, and because I will be at work. So yeah, that's kind of what we're planning. He's gonna be dyeing the yarn tomorrow, and then we'll have the update then. In theory, the idea of not having updates really sounded nice, but I think for us, it just helps. It helps us like just keep everything scheduled. So that's, we kind of going forward. Even when we had decided to not do the scheduled updates, we were kind of like, well, let's see how this works. So we've kind of just decided we think that's what's going to work best for us. Is just that way we've always got it scheduled, and then that way it'll be done at a certain time. That also helps for you guys, because I know for a lot of my favorite yarn dyers, you know, especially my favorites, I know that they're always at this date and this time. So going forward, I'm not sure if they're always going to be at 12 or if that's just because of us being gone. If I'm going to be like doing the updating, I found out that I can't do it at 5 anymore. We have to do it like 6, because it was always happening whenever we were having an update that I would get out of work at 3:30, but it would be such a busy day that I was getting out late, and it was really, really stressing me out trying to get everything ready for the update at 5. So I think having another hour would be amazing. So yeah, we'll see going forward where that goes. Let me know also if you guys have a preference on a time. That would be super awesome. I know a lot of people generally, if they ask, you know, the consensus is it's okay, you know, whenever is fine. So, but let me know if you guys have a preference on time. And then, yes, we will have more mitten kits available soon. And the kit that I'm talking about is the Songbird Mittens kit by Erica Heuser, which I love. Oh my gosh, I still love those mittens so much. But we've got kits for those. Everything's wound up into cake, so we just need to make them into the mini skeins now. So we will have the 2 colorways, the Magnolia and the Fern. Those will be available. And then with each kit, you get a coupon for the pattern for 20% off. And the pattern coupon code is good until the end of the year. So yeah, those will be available very soon. I'm assuming we're gonna put those in the shop update actually. So look out for those there. And then what do you guys think about having sock kits? I'm really thinking that maybe for summer, it would be really fun to make like pairings with like a tonal that we have, and making little mini skeins to go with this. Like this would be such a cute sock kit. This is our Morning Raindrops colorway in Tranquil Blue, and I just think that would be adorable. So let me know if you guys like that idea of having the kits, you know, they're pre-made. You don't have to worry about picking what color to use for your heels. They'll most likely be 20-gram minis, so that's usually for heels and toes or heels and cuffs, whatever, but it's usually not for all 3. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan there. Just want to see what you guys thought about that. And also wanted to let you know any orders that are made over the weekend won't be shipped until early next week, because we will be gone out of town at the Fiber Festival. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. On Friday, if any of the orders are made like before like 3, we should be able to get them out before then. But I'm gonna say no promises just in case. But most likely they should be able to get out by then. So other than that, yeah, that's it for shop news. I hope to see you guys there. I guess I will show you guys now what is in the shop. Got Odyssey, which is a really pretty tonal blue with purple. And it's getting a little bit blown out, but it's very vibrant too. I love it. I love it. This is Forage, and this just has these really, really pretty speckles. We've got Barnwood, which has those really pretty browns and yellows and blues and even little bits of red. This one too. This is Morning Raindrops, which has that pale base with gray and bits of yellow and blue. I also have this on DK. So I had said that I wanted to add more DK skeins to the shop. So we've got this, we had a custom order for this on DK, so we had one extra left. So now this is not its own listing, it is under the Morning Raindrops listing. That's how we're going forward doing this, is each colorway has its own listing and then you select your base. So you don't have to like cipher through like 5 different Morning Raindrops because it's on different bases and things like that. Another one on DK is Northern Pine. So Northern Pine is there on DK, and then we've got it on fingering as well. So that's in the shop, and we've got Cotton Candy, which I love, with those pretty pastels of pink and blue and purple. Just make my heart happy. We've got Earl Grey, which has our cool little new ball bands that I love so much. And this just has a really nice gray base with this like real dark yellow and bits of orange and green and purple. This is Blush, and this is the naturally dyed yarn that I did a couple of weeks ago using avocado. And it just makes this really pretty ballerina pink that I love so much. Got Stormy Night, which is just a really nice tonal purple. Great for adding to 3-color shawls, cowls, things like that. Even for just 2 colors, like a brioche or something like that. I think it's even pretty with the avocado yarn. I like those 2 together. I love purples and pinks. Oh goodness. It would look really good with these 3. So this up here is Tiny Dancer. And this is on Sturdy Sock. Ooh, I like those. I like those a lot. This is Solstice Twilight, which is pale white with pops of purple and yellow. Made a pair of socks out of these for my Christmas Eve cast on. Love it. This is Tranquil Blue again. So once again, a real good tonal to add on to, you know, the 3-color shawl, 3-color cowl. And we've got Aurora, which is pink with oranges and yellows. Real bright and fun. And then we've got Hagrid's Happy Hour, which is one of the colorways that I'm using in my shawl. So it's got those pops of like acidy green with brown and just, oh, love it. Love it. So yes, that is what is in the shop. And once again, the shop is at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. I do have a direct link right below in the description box. And we do have free shipping on all US orders. So, all right. Next, I'm going to go on with life stuff. And so yeah, like I said, we're going to the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo this weekend. We'll be there Saturday. And I am trying to make plans for my purchases this week. So I really wanted to have this ready for today to show you guys like, oh, this is what I want to purchase for this and things like that. But I just didn't really have it ready in time. So my first thought, I was going through Ravelry yesterday, which by the way, if you're kind of feeling in a Ravelry rut, like a knitting rut, going on Ravelry, oh, cures everything. I was like so inspired and just so excited to get knitting, to cast on new projects and things like that. It was just so fun. So yeah, so I've been really wanting to knit the Humulus sweater by Isabel Kramer. And I was trying to decide, I really love the colors that she did it in, the gray with like a yellow. I love that. Love it. And I still really kind of want to do that. But I saw a couple different versions where they used hand spun in the yoke and it looked so cool. So it was just a bunch of different colors for that simple color work up top. And I was thinking that, because it's the worsted weight sweater, I was thinking that, look at my paper out of there, that this yarn that I had done, I had spun this last year for Tour de Fleece, and this is a merino bamboo silk from Three Waters Farm. It's called Frosted Daybreak, and I thought this with a gray would be so pretty. I'm sure I have enough, and oh, I just think this would be so fun as a color work yoke. And then even on one of the sweaters, she kind of did like color blocking at the bottom and on the arms, and it was so pretty. I just loved it. So I'm not sure if I would do the color blocking or not, but I really liked the idea of either using indie dyed yarn for it or hand spun. I think the color blocked one was actually with indie dyed yarn, if I recall. I'd have to double check, but lots of possibilities, and that was kind of cool. Originally my thought was, you know, do it with really rustic yarn, and I thought that would just be so cozy and so nice. So I'm on the fence as far as which way to go with that one. Otherwise, I know that I probably won't be shopping for this pattern, but I really want to do, I think it's Arboreal by Jennifer Steingass, or any of her patterns really. I love her sweater patterns, but I figure when I do them, I do want to do those in a rustic yarn. I feel like they need to be done in a rustic yarn. I think that'd be so cool. There's also one by Lopi that is a free pattern. It's their 20th anniversary. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a free sweater pattern, and I would love to knit that in Lopi yarn. I just think that'd be amazing. So, but those are like way down the line. Humulus is kind of at the forefront, so as well as a swag sweater, but I know for that I'm doing indie dyed yarn. I'm going to dye some of that for myself. The other plan that I really want to purchase for is the Millet mittens. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but it's by Isolde Teague. Love those mittens. I want to knit those so bad. Now those I really want to do in rustic wool. So I'm just not sure what I'm going to find there, but that's the plan. I really want to shop for that pattern for sure. But the Humulus I'm not sure yet. And then as far as that goes, that's all I've got as far as what I'm looking for. I'll probably look for some spinning fiber, but I am starting to get a nice little stash of that now, so that's fun. And then maybe like some tools or things like that. I'm not even sure what kind of tools, like, you know, at least some buttons, things like that, accessories. But maybe I'll find a nice tool for spinning. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna find, but I'm really, really excited. So yeah, that's kind of my plans for purchases. Very loose right now. I'm hoping to do vlogging. I did do a vlog last week where my attempt was to do a vlog every single day, and I did not succeed, but I did mostly every single day, and then I still have not done another one since. So I'm really gonna try and do that. I really, really want to. But yeah, so keep an eye out on the channel. There should be some more vlogging popping up. And I hope you guys enjoy that. And then other than that, just what I've been reading. I am still reading A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle, and really enjoying that. I'm almost done, about halfway through. And yeah, that's really, really fun. I read it in 8th grade, but I remember nothing of it. So that's been really nice to read. And then I was talking last week about the Flat Broke with Two Goats book by Jennifer McGaha, and I quit that book. I'm sure it's a great book, but I just have found out for me at this time in my life, if it's a super depressing book, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. And so I got about 5-6 chapters in, and it was so depressing. And I know that she had to like really, you know, and it's true, this is a memoir, and so I think that was even more sad too, you know. And but just so many bad things happened to this woman. I felt bad, you know, and so I'm sure that the end of the book, you know, I'm sure it comes around, I'm assuming, but I just couldn't wait around for it. It was bringing me down too much. So I just like, you know what, my reading time, I was listening to it on audio, but my time for listening to this is so small, so I want to really, really enjoy and not be depressed when I'm listening to it. So that's why I stopped. But I'm curious if any of you guys are reading it. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you feel like it gets better. But probably at a different time in my life I might read that. But yeah. But yeah, that's like I said, the idea of it sounded really good, but yeah, I just can't do it. So, but what I have been doing is listening to an audio podcast called What Should I Read Next? And I love this. I've been listening to this for about a year now, off and on, when I go through bits of like wanting to read more. And it is just so cool. She has people call in, and she kind of interviews you and talks about your reading style and what you like to read and things like that. And you talk about a book you love, or a couple of books that you love, a book you didn't like. And then she picks 3 books for you based on what she got from you, what she learned from you that you would like. And it's so cool. I have just learned about so many good books because of this podcast. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to be more active on Goodreads too. I think my name on Goodreads is Tiff Groom's Dogs. If you want to add me there, I believe that's what it is. I'm I'm pretty sure it's what it is. So if you want to add me, I'm going to try and like update that. I haven't updated that at all. But yeah, I strongly recommend the What Should I Read Next audio podcast. I also started using the Libby app. I talked about the Overdrive app last week, which this app is by the same company that did Overdrive, but it's just got like a different interface to it, and I really like it. It's actually quicker. I don't know how that works, but it's really fast. But it's the same concept and it's the same stuff. You're not missing anything. It's just whatever you prefer. And I really like that app, the way it looks and everything. So give it a shot. Check it out if you like the Overdrive app, and see if you like the Libby app. But yeah, I think that's all I've got for you guys. Like I said, because of that podcast, I've got a ton of books like on hold at the library now that I'm waiting to read. So I'm planning to get this finished up pretty quick. And then, yeah, I'll let you guys know what I get next. So, oh, the other thing I was going to say was that while listening to that podcast, I realized that I always thought of myself as being a really bad reader. And what I found out is that it's not necessarily that I'm a bad reader, it's that I just have not found what I like. So I like going through reading the Flat Broke with Two Goats book kind of like proved that to me, that like, oh, it's okay to not finish a book and you don't have to just stick through it and feel bad, you know. So I'm really going you know, through the paces and trying to figure out what is my genre, what are genres that I do like, and see where it takes me. So I'm really excited about that. I'd love to hear what you guys are reading right now. Maybe I can get a thread going on Ravelry. That'd be kind of cool. You know, just to see what you guys are reading and what you're listening to. So you can also let me know in the comments below as well. I'd love to hear it there too. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you guys this week, and I hope you guys are well. I cannot wait to see you. If you're going to be at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo, please come up and say hello. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm planning to vlog some of it and our weekend down there. So yeah, I hope you guys are well, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.